grow, still can't stop it.
What is up? I am Crypto Mason, and welcome back to the Crypto Mason YouTube channel. Shout out to the Gold Squad. We look for gold in every single aspect of our lives, and we always find it. Now today, we have a bonus video for you all. We have a sponsored video by Space and Time. You're gonna want to watch till the end. Drop a like and comment. Let's do a $50 giveaway for anybody who likes and comments on this video. $50 of any crypto that you choose. But like I said, we are going to be covering Space and Time. This is a project that all the big boys are investing in, including Microsoft, Digital Currency Group. Some big players are involved in this one. So we're going to be covering everything that they're doing, the investors, the backers, the concept that they're using, and some of the stuff that has recently came out. So drop a like. Let's get into it. So Space and Time is the first Web3 native decentralized data warehouse. This is powering low latency queries and tamper-proof analytics across Web3. So this is a data related project, and we're going to go through their website a little bit right here. They do have a very cool website. As we can see right here, they lay out this galaxy right here. And you can click on these, right? If we click on Chainlink, it's going to say Space and Time will leverage Chainlink services such as off-chain reporting to validate the results of decentralized trust minimized queries. Chainlink is building a robust ecosystem, and then we can click on Phantom, and it's going to show some of the projects that are built under Phantom, or sorry, on top of Phantom. And now this is joining on-chain and off-chain data, and they are heavily involved with Chainlink. If, just for a second before we get into what this is all about, if we go to their About section, right, and we scroll down to their team, you can see that on their advisory board, we have Sergey Nazarov, okay? Sergey Nazarov, who is the co-founder of Chainlink, okay? And we have all these other people, the head of brand at YouTube, right? SVP at Ticketmaster, CEO and co-founder. So some huge players on there. But let's get into what they actually do and what this is all about. So Space and Time are on a mission to decentralize data. dApps built on top of Space and Time, so you can actually build dApps on top of it. They become blockchain interoperable, crunching SQL plus machine learning for gaming/DeFi data, as well as any decentralized applications that need verifiable tamper-proofing, blockchain security, or enterprise scale. We merge blockchain data with a next-generation database by connecting off-chain storage with on-chain analytic insights. So this is the data warehouse right here. This is built for enterprise scale as well. And basically, we're going to get into what their SQL, proof of SQL is in a second here. But this is some more things right here. Under less than 0.1 seconds, low latency transactions, transactional SQL for quick lookups and finality, and then they get into a bunch more technical stuff. So let's explain a little bit about what this proof of SQL is. So basically, most dApps right now rely on centralized databases, and this protocol, Space and Time, is going to allow them to not have to do that. Basically, SQL allows an external verifier to be involved, such as a smart contract or an Oracle network, which can actually double check if the data warehouse has been tampered with. The proof of SQL actually allows smart contracts to directly request data from Space and Time. So why is this actually needed? Well, proof of SQL is needed because most dApps right now rely on centralized databases, which are good, but the centralized databases can always maybe tamper with the data if they want, because it's centralized. With centralized databases, users can see info coming in and out, but they cannot know if anybody has added information to that data. So basically, with proof of SQL, you can see if anything's being tampered with. So this is going to dramatically reduce the costs associated with any fully on-chain operations. There is a huge market for trust-minimized applications. It's up in the trillions of dollars, actually. As DeFi protocols become more advanced, they often must access large data volumes and complex computation off-chain, but bring the results of that computation back on-chain for trade decisioning. There's many different use cases with this for gaming as well. Game devs can offer better incentives to players on chain, and they can build new interactivity between their smart contracts and gaming servers. So let's get into the fun stuff here. We're gonna look at who this is backed by. So they have Framework. They have also M12, which we're going to talk about in a second, that actually backs them. That is related to Microsoft. It's Microsoft's venture fund. We have Chainlink, right? Digital Currency Group. That is the one I am most intrigued by, who is backing this Digital Currency Group. We're going to take a look at them in a second. Samsung Next, Avalanche, Polygon, Alchemy Ventures, Hash Capital, Hash Key. Like tons of huge backers on this. Their partners include Chainlink, Polygon, Avalanche, Microsoft Azure, Amazon Web Services, Sotero, Artha Solutions, and their team is all doxed. Obviously, this is a very elite project here. And then they have their roadmap right here. So let's get into who some of those backers are. So if we look at Digital Currency Group, they are huge. Okay, they are huge. They are backing some of the biggest cryptos like Ripple. You can see up there was Abra, API 3. Basically, any of these letters that I click on, you're going to see a crypto thing, because it's the Digital Currency Group, right? Kraken, Ledger, they've invested in all of these, okay? And they are investing in space and time right here. So I will also, if you didn't understand the part about what it is, I'm going to leave a link to some more resources to actually learn about what this does and what this is. You can listen to Scott Dykstra from the Space and Time team on this podcast, and he will help you understand as well. There is no token. There's no coin. There's no token for this project. For me, like in my speculation towards this, I would love them to come out with some kind of token if they can find a use case. But currently, it is just the protocol right now. So they just had a huge piece of news come out. They, like this was today, September 27, when I'm recording this. Space and Time secures a $20 million strategic funding led by Microsoft's M12 to automate the world's business logic. Okay, they have secured $20 million, and this is from Microsoft's M12 fund. We have Blizzard, Blizzard, the Avalanche fund. We have 7X Ventures, Polygon, huge investors in this. So you guys are catching this like right when they're coming up, right? They did a $10 million seed round, and now they have done $20 million in strategic funding. So this project is doing extremely well in terms of making progress towards being massive, right? Here's their Twitter, 2,600 followers. If you're interested, definitely go give them a follow right there. And one thing they want to be very clear on with the Microsoft thing with this is they're not actually, like, Microsoft's not just investing in them. They're actually going to integrate Space and Time into Microsoft Azure. And this is actually going to provide Azure customers with an on-ramp to access, manage, and perform analytics on blockchain native data. A little bit about the two founders of this. Nate Holiday is the current co-founder and CEO. He used to lead Teradata's go-to-market sales and consulting operations. So he was overseeing more than $2 billion and 6,000 employees, okay? So massive experience there. And then Scott Dykstra as well is the tech wizard behind Space and Time, and he is kind of like the genius behind it all. So the connection to Chainlink here is very strong. You guys know I am very bullish on Chainlink. I do hold a massive bag of Chainlink, and I do think it'll get to like $1,000 in the very far future. Now, why do I bring up Chainlink again? Well, this project, Space and Time, was actually part of the Startup with Chainlink program, which you can apply to as a project, but they were actually accepted. And some of the other projects on here, we have DebtDAO, Primex, WeMeta, Ready Games, and then Space and Time and Trueflation. And here's an actual quote from Nate Holiday, who's the founder of Space and Time. He says, "The Startup with Chainlink program provides world-class resources to help ramp up early-stage blockchain projects and set them up for success. The program is at the forefront of decentralized infrastructure and embedded ecosystems, helping drive product adoption and novel value creation in Web3. And then here's a little story about how they raised $10 million. So their initial seed was helped through startup with Chainlink, which I feel is very cool that they're that connected to a project like Chainlink, which is it's pretty crazy, right? Chainlink is a mega project, and I'm just interested in, like, if they're gonna like, just on my personal thing. This is separate from anything. This is like my personal opinion. I'm wondering if they're going to launch any type of token or any type of thing to go with this, because that could be super interesting. So I'm going to be on the lookout for that. And then the final thing I want to go over has been their roadmap. The development. It started with the development. They developed proof of SQL, as we talked about, and continue. So their first step was developing proof of SQL. Second step was the blockchain integration. They're on Ethereum, Binance, Polygon, Avalanche, etc. And then 3, database integration. Number 4 was the Chainlink Dawn integration. They wanted to integrate Chainlink's decentralized Oracle network to connect into hybrid smart contracts. They added indexing support for Solana, Avalanche, and Phantom, and now they are ready to scale at number 5. Also, side note, they look to be hiring right here, so you guys can maybe go and try get a job at Space and Time here. So we basically went over their whole website, what the project is, the team, the backers, and everything. And go check it out. Go give it a check out and see what you guys think of it. So that is all we've got for today's video. Keep an eye on this project. Keep an eye on what they're doing, who's investing in it, because the big boys are here. They see potential in this, and I see potential in this. So thank you once again to Space and Time for sponsoring this video. Make sure you drop a like and comment. I love every single one of you, and goodbye.